This is the hiKin Podcast Network. Look for new episodes of the Grand Canyon Hiker Dude Show on Wednesdays, Tales from Below on Fridays, and hiking meditations in my separate show, Sacred Steps, on Sundays. hiKin. Together we roam.
Tales from Below. The ones you don't hear about. Some stories are quieter than others. They don't involve a double crossing of the canyon. They don't clock record times or set new elevation marks. But they matter just as much, sometimes even more, because they remind us why we hike at all. Sharon Spruill came to the canyon with a group of 6 to go rim to river and back again. She trained, she prepared, she brought experience, and a heart for the hike itself. This was a trip about intention, not ego. And what happened next is just as important as any story we'll tell. My name is Brian Special, and this is Sharon's story.
hiKin Grand Canyon Tales from Below is brought to you by hiKin. Hiking plus kinship. That's hiKin. Join the conversation in our hiKin Grand Canyon Facebook group or at hikin.club. That's hiKin, HIKIN.club.
They started down South Kaibab at 6:35 a.m. on May 19th. 3 canyon veterans, 3 first-timers, clear skies, a cool breeze, a rare gift for May. But even with good weather, the descent was punishing. Sharon knew this well. She'd trained for the climb, but last time, the way down had wrecked her knees. So this time, it was different. Squats, calf work, K-tape, and a new 3-liter hydration pack. All of it paid off. By 1 in the afternoon, they were hot, tired, and grateful to reach Bright Angel Campground. They set up quickly, shade was scarce, and walked to Phantom Ranch for cold lemonade and a break from the sun. The next day, they stayed put, a rest day. A day to hang out by the river, explore the creek, and keep moving just enough to stay loose. That's also when they learned they could send some of their gear by mule to the rim the next day. It wasn't cheap, but it did mean lighter packs and more water for the climb. So they took the deal. No regrets. Because May 21st, the hike out, was absolutely brutal. Even with training, even with a 4:15 a.m. start, even with the stars still overhead. They made good time to tip off, and that's where they saw the other group. 4 hikers, an older couple, their middle-aged son, and his daughter, all experienced, all appearing fit, but the grandparents were struggling. They'd come down North Kaibab the day before, barely slept, started out early, but now the grandfather was in trouble. Dizzy, weak, breathing erratically. Sharon's group offered water, cooling towels, goo packets. They told the son to stop pouring water on his dad because he'd need it later. They stayed calm, present. Eventually, help was on the way. First responders, rangers, but everything, well, it moves slowly down there. 2 European hikers, a nurse and a firefighter, also stopped by. They confirmed it. Sharon's group had done everything right. As the heat built, Sharon's group split up. Some moved ahead. Sharon stayed back with her adult kids. Her husband waited with the distressed family. They used walkie-talkies to stay in contact. Eventually, everyone made it out safely. Sharon's son even turned around after reaching the top, carrying water back down to assist, because that's just what you do. The elderly couple was eventually airlifted out of the canyon. They were treated at the hospital and survived. But what Sharon witnessed on the way out stayed with her. Trail runners with no water, tourists struggling after Uwa Point, hikers leaving Phantom mid-morning in rising heat, too many rescues, too little staffing. She told a ranger near the rim, "That's 4 rescues already." But the ranger just shook his head. "There's more, and that's just this trail. We just don't have the staff to handle it all." Sharon didn't hike for speed that day. She hiked for safety, for service, for the ones who needed help. And alongside her kids, she paced the climb, stopping when her heart rate rose, cooling down in the shade, and always choosing caution over pride. They reached the top by mid-afternoon. No record time, no medals, no matter. They had made it. And 3 of her fellow hikers said something then that you don't often hear after a climb like that. "Next time we do this." Yeah, that is saying something. This has been Tales from Below, true stories from below the rim. To hear more or to share your own, join the conversation in our hiKin Grand Canyon Facebook group or visit hikin.club. That's hikin, HIKIN.club. My name's Brian Special. Until next time, hike smart, stay humble, and never underestimate the canyon.